officially on Meerkat YouTube and thepowercoupleshow.com. As my husband pours me a nice tall glass of water, we will now get started. You ready, babe?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready to rock and roll?
I was born ready.
You was born ready?
Yes, ma'am. What's up, man? What's going on, guys? Spousey Q here.
Cassandra Lee, and together we are
the Power Couple.
Man, I love the show, baby.
I love it too.
Why do you love it?
I love it because every day we get to spend time with our friends from Meerkat, from YouTube, from all over the world, and we get to share with you guys what's on our heart. We get to share with you what's working in our marriage, what's really, really making things just tick, man.
Yeah.
And we can't wait to share with you guys today. Today we're going to be talking about discovering love languages, right? We're talking about the third one, which is acts of services, right? So we're going to go deep into that. Really quick, I want to give a shout out to Nasia Wheat or Asia Sweet. Thank you for retweeting this and liking this. We appreciate you. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, man. We're excited. We're excited to be here. Guys, it's Wednesday, the middle of the week. Doesn't this week go by so dang fast?
Oh, gosh, they're going so fast.
It's like already the middle of the week. We literally have 2 more episodes of the week, and that's it.
That's it. That's it. And yesterday we had to reschedule, unfortunately.
Yeah, I had an audition, and that kind of took up all of our morning.
It did. It really did.
Yeah. So, but we're here now, and we're excited. So today's love language that we're talking about is acts of service.
Acts of services.
This is really powerful, right? This is powerful because, a while back, last week, some time ago, we talked about the 5 love languages.
Yeah.
The first one was quality time. We talked about receiving gifts.
Yeah.
There's acts of service. There's physical touch and words of affirmation, right? And we want to encourage all couples from all over the world to start communicating with every single love language that there is.
Yeah.
But first, understanding what your own love language is and your spouse's love language is. But start implementing every single, form of communication, right?
Yeah, man. Why not? Because, I mean, look, listen, and number one, not everybody operates off of one single one. We all kind of work off of different ones. There's a couple, a handful, 1, maybe 2, that are really our primary one. But, just get used to using all of them, right? Get used to using all of them. But also, really, most importantly, definitely respond to the one, like definitely talk to your spouse with the one that you believe her love language. You should use all of them to see what she responds to, what he responds to, and see what really resonates with them.
Yeah, man. And the power behind this is this, guys. Like when you start communicating with the love language that your spouse, communicates with, that you communicate with, you start communicating with all of them. What happens is this: your marriage blossoms. It gets stronger. It gets more powerful, more in love. You grow in love. It's ridiculous because it's like you think about how divorces happen, and it starts off with things like this: like you don't get me. Right? You feel like you can't do certain things with your spouse. So you have to go do it with your best friend, someone else, because they get you more than your own spouse, right? When you start communicating with these love languages, it's like, nah, you're the only person that gets me.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean?
I mean, if you're spending time with your partner on an everyday basis, if you're waking up to them, they should feel comfortable enough to say, wow, they understand me.
Yeah.
They really get at me, right? And that's your job as your spouse. Your job is, when you get married, is not to just throw in the towel, put the feet on the recliner, relax. It's to continue to understand your partner, to learn your partner, to discover what else is inside of him or her.
Right.
Because I promise you, there's like amazing things inside of them that you probably have yet to discover, but you have to discover them, right? You have to discover these things. That's the reason why marriage, a lot of people think that it's the pinnacle of things. A lot of people think that there's nothing after that. But the truth is that there's so many years after that. I mean, it's a whole life of discovery and discovering things that your partner has inside that you never thought.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So, we're going to start off with today's episode. We kind of gave like a nice little intro. We're going to start off with love words, right? This is a moment in our show that we encourage you guys to participate with us, okay? This is when you get to look into each other's eyes and you begin to discuss, why you're in love with each other. Okay?
Yeah.
You say, baby, I love you because, and you start giving them reasons of why you love them. Okay? This is not see that you're actually paying attention, that you care, but it's also going to remind yourself of why you even committed to the relationship in the first place. So you guys ready to do it?
You guys ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
You ready?
You ready?
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's
so
do
make
it.
sure you text your partner, call your partner, message them, Facebook, email them, do something. Get them in front of you.
Or if they're physically there,
Yeah,
just
physically
get them in front
there. Don't just look at us, right? You can use some of the examples we use, or you can kind of get the
Just
idea
yeah.
when we're doing it. But make sure you don't just look at us. Really take the time to really call your partner, text your partner, do something, and uplift your partner.
Let's do it.
You.
Y'all ready for this?
Nah, 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 nah.
That was good.
Baby, I just wanted to say that I love you because I don't know, like yesterday, especially when we went to sleep, like just holding you in my arms,
That was so good.
it makes me feel like, wow, like you're my woman. I'm so grateful for it.
You know, baby, I love you because, you know, when we were dating, you would always say, sleep with the angels, right? You'd always like call me, just tell me that, text me that. And I love that you've never stopped saying that. And I can like now you get to say it in my ear while holding me.
Yeah.
I can't imagine like we're gonna be old, right? And you're still saying the same thing. Like it's like, I don't know, it's like I feel like it's a part of our love story. Like this whole sleep with the angels. Like it's so crazy. Like when there's a movie made about our love story, like that's gonna be the line. You know? You're so cute.
That's awesome. I'm so grateful that I'm doing life with you, and it's like we're going through it. Like we've been through like since the very beginning together. Like it's like we literally tied the knot. We said I do from the very beginning, and we've literally tackled every single challenge together. And I can't say how much I appreciate you because I don't know, it would have been way harder had it just been by myself. And I want to say thank you for being on my side.
That's the truth, baby. I love you so much because I can count on you, bro. Like I can truly, truly count on you. Like you've come through in so many ways, and like you said, we've been through like so many seasons together. And imagine the many more seasons you and I are gonna go through together. Like I'm just so grateful that it's you that I get to do this journey with. I'm so ecstatic. I love you so much because of how you respond.
That was so nice.
Oh, thank you. You know, I'm trying. I love you so much. You're the best.
Love you.
I love you.
Cool.
Lovebirds is my favorite, man. I get all mushy inside.
Yeah, so again, guys, you're watching
The Power Couple Show, live Monday through Friday,
10 a.m. Eastern.
on Meerkat YouTube and
ThePowerCoupleShow.com.
You heard?
Yeah.
Make your way to ThePowerCoupleShow.com. Baby, tell them why.
You want to go to ThePowerCoupleShow.com to get access to a free PDF. It's a free copy today for you as a way of us saying thank you for joining us here. It's the 7 ways to becoming a power couple. Really, really good stuff. You really want to go ahead and grab that copy today.
Grab it.
At ThePowerCoupleShow.com.
Please grab it.
And, you know, become our subscriber as well.
Yeah, man, subscribe. Subscribe to the show. Go to ThePowerCoupleShow.com. We want to give you a free gift. This is for everyone. How to become a power couple. That's our vision. Make sure that you check it out so you can start, following the movement.
Absolutely.
Hashtag the Power Couple Movement.
Yeah.
Shout out to Living Chick for liking this and restreaming this. I appreciate you, Lydia. Everyone go follow her. Let's give a 2 claps to both of our likes and retweeters. Ready? You rock.
Yeah.
You're the bomb.
Tick.
Boom.
Boom.
All right. It's time for the quote of the day, baby. Drum roll, please. Bada boom. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. My heart drops.
The best way to find yourself
is to lose yourself in the service of others. By Gandhi, okay? Man, I chose this quote because today's topic is acts of service, right? And I can totally relate to this quote. Ask you something, baby.
Yeah.
All jokes aside, I want you to be totally honest with me, with yourself, and with the audience.
Okay.
Okay? How do you feel? Like, could you honestly say that you know yourself today?
A lot better than yesterday.
That's a good answer. No, but seriously, like, do you know yourself?
Yeah, I do know myself. Is there more? Absolutely. I believe that, it's a discovery. It's like a journey. You know, I think that there's a lot of things that I have yet to discover about myself. And every day when I spend time with God, I get an opportunity to start learning a little bit more about myself through Him. So
It's beautiful.
yeah.
So let's go back 5 years from now.
Okay.
5 years before, right? You were about 19. Okay.
Wow, 19.
Did you know that? Did you know yourself then?
I thought I did.
You thought you did?
Yeah.
So the person you are today versus the person back then, you know more now. Like, you know better.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, you know, I've actually watched you go through this phase of servant leadership. And in every level, it's weird. It's like you serve as a leader, you move up. You serve as a leader, you move up. You serve, and I feel like you're constantly serving. And can you say that this statement is true? Every time that you serve, do you begin to find more about who you are?
Absolutely. Yeah. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain that? Like, how does that happen to you? Like, how do you serve someone and find you? And you learn more about you. How does that happen? Like, how does that make sense?
Well, here's the way I look at it, right? I mean, whenever you're serving someone, you are basically taking your gifts, your activity, for the purpose of having that person's vision come to fruition. Mm-hmm. So in the process of doing that, there's a lot of things that you learn in the inside. You learn a lot of things in how people operate, how a company operates, how leaders operate, and you get in the mix of that. Mm-hmm. And when you start serving more, the more you surround yourself with that kind of environment, the more you start understanding what is required for you to really be used to bring their vision to fruition. And when you start looking at it, you just start kind of doing a lot of self-assessment, saying, how can I get better? What can I work on that can help their vision come to fruition?
Right.
And in the process of doing it, their vision almost kind of begins to start refining your gifts, bringing out certain gifts that you didn't know, sharpening certain skill sets, right? Because that's what serving is about.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, man. And I can relate, okay? Yeah. Because I recently started serving in my church. And man, it's crazy the transformation that I feel like I've gone through since making the commitment to serve the church, to serve people, to serve God. And I feel like even my desire to want to serve you has increased.
You still haven't backed it up?
Even my desire to want to serve you has increased. Like, I want to please you. I want to honor you, right? And the same thing with God. Like, I want to please him and honor him. But what I find about this is that I feel like I'm learning more about God's perception of me. And because I'm serving and I'm giving of myself, I'm seeing how God perceives me. And in return, I understand. Here's what happens. When I see how God perceives me, I understand my worth. And what happens is I want to reciprocate how he sees me to other people. It's really powerful, man. It's powerful. It's like I begin to find myself. I really do. I begin to find how God sees me. And in that is where my identity comes from. My identity doesn't come from me just knowing who I am. Oh, my parents named me Cassandra Lee. Yeah. So that's who I am.
It's empty.
No, but my identity is found in Jesus, in God, right? Like this is my, just, you don't have to believe this, right? I'm just telling you my personal experience. And it's like ever since I've been serving, I'm able to see God's perception of me. And I'm able to go, wow, this is how you see me. This must be who I am.
Wow, powerful.
This is how you see me. Powerful. This must be who I am. And now I just want to reciprocate that to other people.
That's
man,
really
guys.
powerful, man.
This is beautiful.
That's beautiful, man. You're watching the Power Couple Show live Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern on Meerkat YouTube and thepowercoupleshow.com. You heard? You. Right. So make sure you make your way out to thepowercoupleshow.com.
Why?
Because you want to get access to the there's 7 ways to becoming a power couple.
You're saying I can go to thepowercoupleshow.com and I'll get 7 free ways.
Yeah, 7 free tips. Yeah, it's going to be a free PDF.
What?
It's a free copy that you get today when you decide to go over there as a way for us to say thank you for joining us here and taking the time to really, really pay attention to what we're sharing with you guys, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about the how to discover the love language number 3, which happens to be acts of service. And we just went over the quote of the day, which is by Gandhi. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. I definitely encourage you to,
Serve.
you know, it's really like, you know, when you give, it's just a different feeling than when you receive. Like both give you different feelings, but one of them almost makes you feel like you're making a difference.
Let me tell you something. You know what's great?
Yeah.
The difference between the giving and the receiving is this, is that when you're giving, you're still actually receiving.
Very true.
But when you're receiving, you don't experience the giving.
Wow, that's good.
So when you're giving, you're experiencing both.
Wow, that's real good.
Yeah.
That's real good.
Thank
I've
you.
never heard it like that.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah, because I'm like thinking
That's
about
pretty
it.
insightful.
I'm thinking about it. You go back to this dang on quote, and it says, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. So while I serve others, I'm gaining identity in me.
Damn, that was.
I'm receiving something.
That's really good, man. That's really
You know,
good.
so it is just better to serve, man.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. I like how you definitely brought that into context. That's really good stuff.
You know what that makes me think then? And I need work on this, bro. Like I need work on that. You're talking to an imperfect person here. I need work on this. That just gave me revelation. Like I need to want to serve you more. I do. I need to get better at serving my husband, because it's like why would I think it's like a burden to serve you? Like sometimes it feels like that, right? Baby, can you go do this?
Yeah, I never do that, by the way.
know?
She's always doing that.
Live. But no, he's
Just
definitely,
a little bit.
But honest, I have to say that he's probably much better at serving than I am.
I've gotten a lot better, I think.
A lot better. Like
Yeah,
I think I
still
need
here and there,
I think I need mad work, right? But it's like, I don't know, when I think about it, it's like, would this be a burden? You know?
Yeah.
I want you to just really quick, just talk about a challenge you may have faced with this. And then I want to share a powerful story.
A challenge, yeah. I mean, one of the challenges I face is that, I'll be honest with you, man. You know, we as human beings, we want to be selfish, man. And, you know, going from being a single person, you know, just caring about myself, to then going into a marriage, you know, you start to understand and you start to see that you have to be more selfless than selfish. You have to be willing to put your partner first rather than you. You have to be willing to put their emotions before your emotions. You have to be willing to put their dream. There's just a lot of things that you have to start putting before, you know, you have to have them before you. Just being more selfless, right? Just putting them, just keeping them in mind. It's like now you're just not thinking about yourself. You're thinking about you and her, or her and him, right? And all those things really, really, really boil down to, you know, acts of service. It's really one of the most powerful things that you can obviously do for your spouse, right? And one of the challenges that I had when I got married is I was selfish. I mean, and of course I've gotten a lot better over these last couple of years. But of course, there's still a little bit.
You're amazing.
There's a little bit of things that I need to still work on when it comes to putting my wife first. Because sometimes, you know, I'll be honest with you, sometimes I get emotional. Sometimes I lose it. Sometimes, you know, I'm not perfect, right? But I do understand that acts of service is really powerful. And I think that, you know, I think all of us want to be serviced. We want to be served, you know? And as our job as our spouse is to do that very thing. And if you're having a difficult time with that, I can relate with you, right? But you also have to put into consideration that your marriage is there to be nurtured, and this is one of the ways you nurture your marriage.
This is powerful, man.
Yeah.
Real quick, I just want to shout out Women's Network for saying, you know, she said, great to see such an awakened, conscious couple based on true partnership. Thank you for sharing. Let's give her 2 claps, baby. You rock! You're awesome.
Appreciate you.
I truly, truly appreciate you. That means a lot. But, you know, going off of what you said, I think it's so powerful that I think, and I'm going to share a really powerful story in a second, but
Okay.
I think someone may have a problem with serving someone else because they have yet to understand their own worth. So it's like someone says, "Hey, can you you know, like just serve me. Like, can you clean the toilet?"
No.
And it's like,
You clean it.
no, I don't need to be cleaning the toilet. Like, I do you know who I am? Like, no, I need to be doing X, Y, and Z. And it's like the only reason why you feel that way is because you don't feel like you know your worth yet. Like if you know you're very valuable, then cleaning a toilet will not diminish the worth you already have.
Bam.
Because you know your worth.
Yeah, that's good.
You get what I'm saying?
And that's actually a good point that you make, because when I was growing up, I'd see this happen with my family, where my dad, because he was a provider, he kind of had like this weird kind of sense of entitlement, which maybe it wasn't that much, but from what I can understand as a kid growing up, I'd see that, you know, he'd expect things to just get done. And when things weren't done, it's almost like, look, I've been working all day. Like, what are you doing? Like, you're doing nothing. And that would really irritate my mom, because she's like, obviously she has been doing something. It's not like she hasn't been doing nothing. It's just that she didn't get to that. And my dad, sometimes the way he is, and it just, they would clash, because that he would bring that into the relationship.
Yeah,
you know?
man. If he knew his true worth, he wouldn't have a problem in aiding.
If he knew how valuable my mom was,
right?
Same exact thing.
That's beautiful, man. So I want to share a quick story. Right, I was on an airplane on my way to Dallas, and I was sitting next to a bishop, and we began to have this immense conversation about relationships, about love, about forgiveness. I'm truly, 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 truly grateful. His name is Bishop David Cooper, right? Amazing man.
Amazing
Him
guy.
and his wife are a beautiful couple. And I learned a lot within that, hour or so that we were on this flight. And, he was sharing a story with me and how he raises some of his leaders in his church. And one of the things that he said was, if I ask you to get me a cup of water and you run to fetch me this cup of water, I will appreciate you. Then he said, but if you don't run that fast for your own wife, how dare you serve me better than the way you serve your wife?
Damn.
And I was like,
that's
wow.
good. I remember you saying that.
I was like, wow.
Holy
like
cow.
My eyes went boom. And I was like, he's like, and the same thing goes for women. Like how dare you serve someone that you don't sleep with, you don't love intimately, right? You don't have such a deep connection with. How dare you serve them more because of their hierarchical level or weight, whatever it is. It's like how dare you serve them better than the person you lie your head with, the one that you are one with, right?
Wow, that was good stuff, man.
Yeah, man.
Thank you
and
for sharing that.
That's
Again.
deep. And I need work on this, because I think about it. Think about a role model. Anybody you look up to. Just think of someone you truly cherish, you admire, you want to be like, you want to work with, you'd love to spend the day with them. And imagine them saying, hey, excuse me, can you just really fast get me a cup of water? And you're like, yes, I got you. And you go and you're like, bam, I'm just honored to be in your presence. So here's a couple. Is there anything else that I can do for you? Do you want me to get ice cubes with it? Do you want me to, you start getting like, oh, you know what I mean? It's like, how come we don't do that with our own spouse? Let me tell you something.
That's good,
There
man.
is
That's
no
real
one.
Good. Preach.
Yeah, man, there's no one more important than your spouse. There is nobody. I don't care how much you admire them, how much you want to be like them, how much you cherish them, how much you want to learn from them, how much you want to work with them and partner. There is no one that has more importance than your spouse. There is nobody who is greater. I don't care how big they are in the industry you're in, right? I don't care how high esteemed they are. No one should be more high esteemed than your own spouse. And this convicts me, man. I need to work on this.
That's good,
because
man.
I'm telling you, if it were someone I highly esteemed, I'd be like, ice cubes too, baby. I'd be like, you know what I mean? And I got to do that to him.
Yo, that's good, man. And you know what? That's really good, man. That's so good.
Does anyone feel
That's
convicted?
so good. That's so good, man. That is really good. Thank you for sharing that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's amazing, because you kind of feel like a sellout when you are acting like, like you're doing all this stuff for another person and then you're not doing it for your own spouse. It's I think you're trying to impress the wrong person. I think the person you should be trying to impress is your spouse. And you should always have that kind of, you should always feel that way where you're still trying to impress your wife, or your spouse. Even
like working.
Yeah.
Like working is an act of service.
Yeah.
In exchange for a check.
Yeah.
And some people feel like as though that they work, like your father, when they come home, they can tap out from serving their own spouse.
That's true.
So what they're saying is
That's
that
true.
money is more high esteemed than their own spouse.
Wow.
That they're willing to serve and put way more effort in trying to get a paycheck than put more effort in serving in trying to get more love.
Yeah, man.
Like
that's crazy. Holy cow, that's good. That's real good. That's got to be another show in itself.
Oh man, I'm like learning so much from this
Holy
show
cow,
today.
that's good. That's good. I mean, damn, that's really good. So you're saying that sometimes people who happen to be the providers or happen to be the breadwinners, right? They tap, as soon as they get home, they tap out because they've been working and obviously they've been the ones providing, bringing the money.
Which is an act of service for money.
Yeah, it is. But the fact that they're tapping out and the fact that they feel entitled not to do anything else because they brought in the check and the money, what they're basically saying indirectly with their actions is that that the money is what they esteem more than their spouse.
Woo!
That's really good. That's really good. If you guys are watching this, you guys should definitely be taking tons of notes. You're watching The Power Couple Show live Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern.
I'm Meerkat YouTube and
ThePowerCoupleShow.com. Make your way to ThePowerCoupleShow.com.
Baby, why?
To get the free PDF, 7
What?
ways to become a power couple. Power
Yeah.
couple, power couple.
Our way to say thank you to you. Our way to say thank you to you.
Our way to say thank you to you. Our way to say thank you to you. I don't even know what I'm saying. Hey.
I love doing live with you.
Oh, man.
I love you.
I love you too. So guys, we want to say we appreciate you guys, and we're gonna keep this show relatively short. I think that what my wife has shared with you has been super powerful.
What my husband shared with you.
And I think that you guys
Super
need to
powerful.
understand that, look, listen, just serve your partner, man. Serve them with enthusiasm. Serve them to impress them. Serve them the same way you'd serve them when you first met them and you wanted to get their attention, right?
Mm-hmm.
Serve them with that same love. And hey, let's be honest, it may not be easy right now to do that, but start working on it. Put an effort into that, because what you're doing is you are depositing love into their bank account, okay? Love into their bank account, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look, listen, a couple of things that you guys can take away from the show, a couple of action steps, right? If there's been a chore that your wife has been on your butt to do it, and you haven't gotten it done, right? Why not take today or this weekend to get it done and then tell her, baby, look what I did for you, right?
Aww.
And if you're the other spouse, do not, I repeat, do not say, finally, right? Really
It's
uplift
about
your
damn
partner.
time.
Yeah, really uplift your partner. So to figure out what's a couple of things that your wife or your spouse or your husband has been wanting you to get done and you still haven't gotten done, right? Or maybe you can, maybe she's been working hard at it, or maybe he's been working hard at it, right? How about you give her a gift that is a gift where she can go to a spa, or that's a service, right? It's an act of service, because if you're not good at the massages, you can outsource it. That's another idea there, right? So how about you give her a gift card to go to the spa to get massage, right? If you suck at massaging, your hands are not like experts, right? Or how about you wake up early and you brew some coffee and you put a little note there, and before you go to work, you say something like, hey baby, I know that you had a late night yesterday. I figured that I'd make you coffee so you don't have to make it. I love you. Acts of service, right? Acts of service. You can get as creative as you want. You can pay for something. And just do it. Your spouse is going to appreciate it. And then on top of that, and if you're watching and you're on the other side, right? And if your partner is really putting an effort to give his act of service, or she to start doing acts of service for you, do it back, reciprocate that, and really, really don't take that for granted, and don't put them down for doing it or saying things like, you finally did it. It's about time.
Yeah.
That right there gets them not to want to do it, right? Really, really, if you want something to continue to happen, if you want your partner to continue to keep doing something, okay, just praise them, okay? Praise them about it, and they will continue to keep doing it, right? The fastest way to get your partner to resist you is by putting them down, by demanding you to do something, okay? Nobody wants to be demanded. Love doesn't demand, okay? Love requests, okay? So guys, we love you. We appreciate you.
Good.
This is the Power Couple
Show.
live
Monday through Friday.
10 a.m. Eastern.
Meerkat YouTube
And thepowercoupleshow.com.
You
Okay.
heard?
Make sure you go to thepowercoupleshow.com at the end of the show. Get access to the free PDF, 7 ways to become a power couple. It's our way to say thank you. We appreciate you. Love you guys. And we'll see you mañana.
Mañana.
All right.
You guys are the bomb. Like, tick, tick, boom.
Shaka.
See you guys. Peace.
Peace.
You're the bomb.
Boom.
Love you.